Hey everyone, welcome back to another lecture. First of all, I want to say I'm really pleased with how everyone is participating in the group and helping each other. This is really, really good. And like I said before, there is method to my madness. So I want to go into manifesting right now. I want you to just humor me here for a moment. But before I go into manifesting, I want to share some key concepts with you. It may not seem like it relates to manifesting, but you'll understand why it relates to manifesting to begin with. So I want to explain to you the concept of sharing energy and co-creating a positive experience. So you have two different types of exchanges in this reality. The first exchange is a parasitic exchange, where you give your energy and you give your attention or money to something and you don't get anything back in return. You just feel drained. The majority of social media, the majority of everything out there is based upon the parasitic interaction. Unfortunately, with the parasitic interaction, once whoever is feeding off of the other person, that person is never satiated, so they always have to feed off another person, which leaves them drained. I'm going somewhere with this. Please follow. So the second type of interaction is a shared exchange where both sides give energy, but both sides actually get more energy and back. So what happens is anytime you give energy to someone or you share with someone energy and then they share back with you, it doesn't have the effect of like you give them one and they give you one back. It has the effect that you give them one and then they give you one back, but actually you end up with like 4 back. So it literally, if you give someone one, they give you one, and now you each have 4. That's how it works exponentially. So anytime you share positive energy, the exchange is exponential, which is why in my newsletters, you'll notice I'm always giving back. Like I'm always giving back in the form of information or to embody the person, because they're in exchange giving me their energy and their time, and I'm giving them energy back. But simply saying is when you share energy, when you both come from a give-give relationship, the energy multiplies exponentially. So very simple, the energy multiplies exponentially. So one of the reasons why I'm having you all participate in the Facebook group is because if two people exchanging, if two people, I'm like having one of those days or those mind farts, right? If two people are exchanging one, let's say 1 unit of energy, then they both end up with 4 units of energy, because that's how it grows exponentially. So when 10 of you are in the Facebook group and when 10 of you are actually exchanging your feedback with each other, what's happening on an energetic level is that your absorption of the material actually expands exponentially on a subconscious level and on an energetic level. So just by you commenting on someone and then that person commenting back on you and you supporting each other, it creates an exponential geometric effect in the energy. So what happens is that your rate of development actually increases very, very quickly, and so does your rate of understanding. Does that make any sense? Just because all of you are together combined with me helping you guys out. Does that make any sense? So this is one of the reasons why I emphasize very strongly that no one does any whining and complaining. Like there's no crybabies, there's no like my life sucks, help me, or like this is so hard and I don't know what to do. Pity on me, pity on me, pity on me. Because when you start doing that, it no longer becomes a shared exchange. It becomes a parasitic exchange. And in a parasitic exchange, one is depleted and the other person gets momentarily satiated, but then they have to feed again. So if you guys were to actually just post up like pity party, woe on me stuff on the board, what would happen is that those reading it would be drained substantially, and then also the whatever energy fulfillment you got would only be temporary. It would not be enough to sustain you and would leave you with a more of a hunger. But when you're focusing on the positive reinforcements, the positive sharing of give, that's when the energy exchange leaves you uplifted. Which is why, have you noticed that when you're interacting on the Facebook group, you feel better. You don't feel drained. All right. So where am I going with this? I'm going with this is that manifesting works the same way. Okay. Anytime you choose to manifest, what you're basically doing is you're creating your reality. Now, one of the keys of manifesting is that when you manifest, you hold the feeling that not only are you getting what you want, but everyone who helps you is also winning. So say for instance, you're holding the feeling that you have $100,000 or $1 million in new clients. You're also simultaneously holding the feeling that it's a complete win-win situation for both of you. Does that make any sense? So that means it's a win-win for the clients and it's a win-win for you. If you're holding the feeling that you, whatever it is you want in life, whether it's people treat you nice or you become a ladies' man or a woman's man, or you get your dream job, or you become an amazing entrepreneur, you're always simultaneously holding the feeling that it's a win-win situation for those who are helping you get to where you want to go. Now, the reason you do this is because it has a exponential effect in the fact that because you're wishing them well in accordance with you, anytime they help you, they're going to help you on a subconscious and energetic level, because by them helping you, it's also going to help them. And it creates this exponential effect, which allows your manifesting to take off. I find a lot of people really, really miss this when it comes to manifesting. It's really important to always come from a win-win situation, whether you're doing new clients, expanding as a stockbroker, when you're buying new businesses. You always want to have that feeling that your success is also a win-win for all those around you. So the richer you become, it's a win-win for people around you, your family, your customers, everyone. It's always a win-win. This is very, very important because when you do the win-win, it creates that geometric effect of compounding the energy and putting it back on you. Because on an energetic level, people know that by helping you, they're also helping themselves. And they'll be more compelled to help you, and doors will open up a lot faster for you. Am I making any sense to you guys? All right. So what we're going to do for this exercise is I want you to work on your rituals of manifesting this week. If you haven't already, start going through the MP3s on the art of manifesting, or sorry, the movies on the art of manifesting, and also just get a broad generalization, a general understanding of how you want to go about doing this. The reason I'm doing this is because not all of you are actually going to be at the point where you've mastered manifesting, and I understand this. Okay, I understand that not everyone is a master of manifesting. I understand that not all of you have polished this out, but that's the purpose of this. Okay, the purpose of this week is I want you guys to all focus on beginning to manifest your goals, and just by holding the feeling that what you want has already occurred. And I want you to do that for as long as you can. Optimally, I'd like you to do it for 30 minutes a day this week, but if you can't do that, at least go for 10 minutes a day. And I want you to focus. I want you to focus on playing with it. I want you to play with the experience. I want you to write down notes. And it's really, really important that you take notes of the good and the bad, okay? I'm not expecting you to get it right perfectly, but I do want you to take notes. Of course, I'm not going to be surprised if you get it right perfectly the first time. But the reason is I don't want you to put pressure on yourself. It's very important that you keep the pressure off yourself and you look at this as play. So this week, each day, what I want you to do is I want you to experiment with your rituals of manifesting. And basically, I want you to create something that works for you. I want you to approach this in a way that works for you. So for instance, maybe you want to play a certain song while manifesting. Maybe it's a certain time of day that you do it. Maybe you prefer doing it sitting down. Maybe you prefer doing it laying down. Maybe you prefer standing up or moving to music. Maybe you prefer doing it outside or inside, or whatever it is. Your objective this week is to begin manifesting your goals by holding the feeling of what you want has already happened. And then I want you to take notes daily and then share those notes, if possible, daily on the Facebook board. Now, I know I'm posting these lectures late tonight, so I don't expect you guys to all do it today. However, at least for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're all going to be holding each other accountable. This is very important. Remember when I went back to about how energy, when you share energy in a positive way, it has a geometric exponential amplifying effect, where by you guys sharing your experiences of manifesting and also taking notes and helping each other, with me, of course, as the overall guide, because that's what you're paying me for, as your coach. I'm going to be correcting you if you need mistakes, if you make mistakes. Notice at the Freudian sleep, I said you need mistakes. That's just a belief I have, where there are no mistakes, there are only It's only feedback. So you guys actually do need feedback from yourselves. So I want you just to play with that feedback. And write it down. Remember, there is no good, there is no bad. Just write down your feedback of what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and then post it on post on the Facebook group the time that you manifested, and post what specific thing you did and if it worked for you or not. It doesn't have to be a page long. The purpose of this is we're going to use the fact that all of us are focusing on manifesting to create an exponential energy effect where your own ability to find your own ritual will actually accelerate much faster than if you were doing it by yourself, or if you were just doing it with me observing you. So we're utilizing principles of the universe. We're utilizing the principles of energy in the mind to get where we want to go really quickly. Does that make any sense to you guys? Okay, so that's going to be it for today. I'll have another lecture uploaded tomorrow, but this is enough for you guys now. I don't want you guys to get overwhelmed, okay? If you don't have to go through the whole law of attraction manifesting course right away before you manifest. I don't want you to do that. Just if you want to start watching the lectures, that's fine. But the most important part is just to focus on the feeling of having what you want already in the present, and then holding it for as long as you can, and then write down your results and develop your own ritual of doing this. Now, there is method to my madness. Okay, there's totally method to my madness. So I'm just going to ask that you just do this, and you'll understand why I'm asking you to do this. Michelle is doing great right now at helping everyone with the higher self healings and clearing those beliefs. So if you haven't heard from her yet, don't worry, or myself, don't worry, we will be contacting you. And this is it for now. I'm going to let you guys absorb all of this.